Hey all there, virtual farmers and builders. Thanks for clicking. How are you? Excited about the updates? I know I am. A recent PC release for Garden Paws included a list of new asset pieces that are perfect for incorporating into builds. They include multiple new plaster walls with different window shapes, along with the short wooden staircase that can be stacked and shifted into a full-size flight that will work for connecting the floors of your builds together. Then there's these. They may not seem that exciting, just some additional wooden pillars, but they can be used all over everything. The handy horizontal addition saves building time, but is also appropriately sized to match the width of the wall or foundation. The corner pillar option is great for creating decorative trim on plaster or even glass walls too. It also works as a door frame for the large interactive wooden gate that was added in the update. The free-floating balcony and the deck, like the one with the built-in stairs, really help polish off a look, especially for smaller structures. I wanted to highlight some of these new options in the crafting workbench by trying to include as many as possible into a small and really simple blueprint build. The island where Kai's puzzle tent rests on the river map is quite an ideal space for a vacation home. Thank you, Christina and Dan, for the puzzle minigames. Everything the team does is lovely, but I ended up liking this feature so much. I'm always out here doing puzzles because puzzles? The prizes we can buy are just another bonus to this already loaded game. Sometimes the hardest part of the game is picking what to do. Attention pulled in about 20 different directions of fun ways to spend time. Like, I need to focus, back to the point of this video, which is new building pieces and putting together a proper house. In the intro to the building guide on the channel, we hammered up a simple beach hut. And let's elaborate on that by creating a split-level home to put those new wooden stairs into use, among other recipes that can be obtained in a super short quest line from Frank that involves wood and some snacks. At first, we just need some of the older standard pieces, wooden platforms and foundations to create the base. I'm locating mine just off the waterline so that I can eventually fill out the scene that involves a boat. This could fit in a lot of places, even built into a hillside, because we're going to keep this small. Only a couple platforms to look like weight supports, and 12 wooden foundations snapped together. 2 rows at 5 foundations each, and then 2 more foundations attached to create what will be the front entrance of the structure. Oh, decisions. This update gave us 3 new plaster wall designs with windows that we can pick from, plus the shutter window already available. I'm going to use them all along with other window combinations common to my older builds just to show a variety of different window looks that can be applied to whatever builds you might be doing. The entryways are good old plaster wall and a door combination. 16 spots to mix and match your way to approximately a layout that looks like this one to prep for the next floor. Find a place you'd like to locate your stairs. I went with this center, which doesn't leave a ton of square footage for furniture, so if you want to do a large bedroom space, maybe move more to either side. It will take at least 4 of the new wooden stair segments to span floors. This design included using the horizontal pillars at the top and bottom to bridge the gaps. Making 5 pieces will likely close the gap between floors entirely. Drop into place from the action bar and use the item shifter to get it lined up. Add in the pillars if you want, but almost any choices you go with, it can come out looking like a really nice modern staircase. These would also be handy if you wanted to do a split staircase with a landing in between so that it could be shaped into a corner, something like this, for example. Once you've decided where to put your stairs, top off this layer with a round of wooden foundations, except for this 4x4 section here. This section will become the first tier roof. 4 corner walls and 4 wooden ramps complete this section by using the 2 corner walls opposite each other at the front and back side of the building. The ramp should easily click right into place to provide a vaulted ceiling for the ground level living room area. For the rest of the 12 wall segments in this easy mode blueprint, copy the design of the level below using a combination of walls and windows desired, and we'll incorporate the new balcony pieces from the update to give it shape. If you wanted to go with a really modern contemporary look, the glass walls and doors could also be used for a majority of the top floor. These new window designs will be getting a lot of use in future builds as they add a lot to creating different looks and styles. I really like the giant window circles, oddly. I have an idea to show you at the end of the video that I think I'll like. But first, the rest of the roof. Similar to the first process, we'll need some corner walls and ramps in addition to 2 wooden foundations for the chimney landing, which will be a stone furnace for not being able to think of a better option. 2 corner walls at the front and the back of the house, and 3 wooden ramps down each row to seal off the roof. Then you'll use 2 wooden foundations that gives us a completed cover for the house. From here, it's a matter of option trim like decks, pillars, or railings. In the back, I've gone with 3 wooden foundations that were added to create a deck with a balcony attached to the floor above. Support pillars are totally optional here, but the awnings bring a lot of dynamic where you can put them in. That's how so many ended up on this house, including multiple in the front with an extra balcony. Here's just a few examples from this build using some of the updates pieces. The front entrance utilizes the addition of the balcony with the stairs, as well as a wooden awning and corner pillars that give a stylized wooden trim look. This would provide nice contrast when using paintbrushes for different textures and colors. In the back, I really tried to feature the floating balcony and the awnings, including the snazzy cloth option. That added to the summer vacation home style for sure. The corner pillars are quite lovely when used in tandem with glass walls, and one could get super creative with using the new wooden trims as decoration. Back to that circular window idea, I've sandwiched a glass wall between 2 of them in several places on this build, which allows for using a furniture paintbrush to tint the glass with different colors. It feels like a fun way to bring color to a modern style build. In theory, one could do this with a square cut window as well. It just depends on how complicated one wants to get with the paint. Pairing brightly painted walls and glass did well, just it's a little glitchy. Paint and furniture styles are totally up to your own taste. My typical tropical contemporary style ended up being the default as I was a little sleepy when finishing this up. But it brings me to the subject of other updates that have happened in Garden Paws over the last couple months, because there was a lot of goodies that have been added to the game for decoration, many of which come from the nifty RAM printer. I have a video for that I'll link if you don't already have the machine, but it takes excess wood, stone, or plant fiber and turns into fabulous displays. Jewelry, books, dishes, and glorious looking foodstuffs to put all over your tables. And so I did. And I also added a sushi prep station to finish out the kitchen equipment. When you zoom in on all of this, you can tell no detail was spared. The developers have consistently turned out new reasons to love getting creative. And hang in there, Switch users. I know the wait's tough, but it'll be worth it. There's lots to get excited about when they finally make it through the console's approval process. For now, there's plenty of landscaping that one could do because this is Garden Paws. This house is lined with hedges and shrubs at the base, lots of planters decorating the outside, a few rose trellises for extra color. Eventually this might need a lemon or lime tree orchard around it too. Garden Paws has conditioned me to put potted plants all over everything. No kidding, this is why my raft interiors look the way they do by the time I get done tinkering with them. Everything just seems to look better with plants, so I recommend going wild with them on your home interiors. Some of the ones seen in this house interior can be purchased from Herb out on Cosita Island, but Sierra in town also has a nice selection. The only thing now is to think of something else to build because this little vacation home is finished. Well, at least until another update drops some new stuff. Suggestions or build requests are welcome in the comments. For more Garden Paws building ideas or questing how-tos, check out the playlist. Sushi restaurant blueprints are coming soon. I'm just gonna go farm up some wood to replace the pile of inventory I just blew through making this house. But that's sometimes the simple joy in the game anyway. Off to mindlessly gather. Take care, y'all, and bye-bye!